roll call, please.
Yeah, trustee Santiago,
Here.
trustee Van Savage,
Here.
trustee Dash.
Here.
Trustee Donato,
Here.
trustee Rizzo. Here. Trustee Shacken,
Here.
trustee Rizzo too, here.
Okay. Prior meetings minutes were distributed earlier.
I'll make a motion to accept. I will second the motion.
Any discussion? Seeing there is none, all in favor of the motion to accept the minutes?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Before we start with the reports, I just want to say a few words.
That's just okay.
Every year brings its own issues with it, and this year was no different. We had a number of problems that unfortunately distract us from doing law enforcement, which is our focus. Lawsuits we have to deal with, Oprah requests we have to deal with. And sometimes I don't think the people that bring these suits realize the ripple effect it has, and the bottom line is it always takes money away from doing the law enforcement that we're destined to do. I don't know what their reasoning is, but that's for them to decide. All I know is we have to stay focused and keep moving forward. We lost another board member, David Geyer, last week. When I say lost, I don't mean he died, I mean he just left. I didn't want that to come out wrong. He resigned his board seat, so that's a gubernatorial appointee, and hopefully shouldn't be, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years before we get another one to fill his place at the pace the state moves. I want to thank him though for his time with us. He was with us for, I don't know, a year and a half, so he was, I told him already thank you, but publicly I just want to acknowledge his time. Also, our 501c3 status is still revoked. We are working to fix that as quickly as possible. I'm getting updates, well, the treasurer will go over that. We're probably weeks away from having all the paperwork filed, and then I don't know how long the IRS is going to take to reinstate us as a 501c3, but it will happen, it's just a matter of time. Along those lines, so that never happens again, I've implemented a change. I've assigned a compliance officer. And what that means is somebody outside of the board. It's actually going to be Cynthia Nieto, who is going to ensure.
We already shut the water off as much as we can.
The compliance officer's role is to ensure that every filing that needs to be done gets done. Anytime board insurance has to be paid, anytime car insurance has to be paid, anytime there's a report that has to go to the Attorney General's office, compliance officer is going to have a list of those prior to the dates they have to go out, and will verify that they are going out, and will verify afterwards that they have gone out. So nothing like this will ever happen again. That's the job of a compliance officer, and it's just a simple checks and balances. So, I know everything I've kind of talked about is doom and gloom, but it's not all doom and gloom. We have some positives heading into 2017, some good things that are going to be coming up, which we'll get into a little later in the meeting, but I just want everyone to understand the ship is still upright, it's still moving forward. There's a little wind at our back, and we're going to keep the SPCA afloat and do the best we can, as we always have. So, having said that, I'd like to...
Which item am I wearing first, Treasurer?
First we'll do the treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. Hello, everybody. Accounts are static. We're running at about $108,000. We're awaiting a request, which is, I don't know, it's been weeks away for weeks, but we should get it in a number of weeks. No extraordinary expenses. Well, everything's pretty much the same. All bills are up to date, and again, as the President mentioned, Cindy is going to be involved, so we're going to be going over some different dates and things to make sure that compliance gets done. Additionally, I'm going to be spending a lot more of my time trying to collect the enormous amount of money that has been assessed in fines and penalties to us and the county SPCA's. Some money that's on this report is probably old and uncollectible, but it's also a big reason as to why dollars are a problem. We're owed over $600,000 in fines due and penalties due for restitution. What that means is that we're doing our job, but we're having trouble collecting the money. So that's a big problem, and we took some steps to meet with the Administrative Office of Courts this past week, and they are going to work with us to try to help solve some of this problem. We don't know how much, but there are some things that they're going to make sure happen and help us wherever we can. So we're going to be spending more and more time on that. So, pretty much it for treasurer.
Okay, take that hat off and put on
Different
the law
hat.
enforcement.
Okay, law enforcement hat. As everyone can see, it's pretty cold out, and the call volume is already increasing. We need to be mindful of that. Since the last meeting, which was November the 8th, we've gotten 427 calls, so the call volume's up about 20%. We've closed out already 185, we have 242 cases open, and we've issued about 34 summonses with about another 4,000 in fines and 1,000 in restitution, none of which is yet collected. That's about it for law enforcement.
Okay.
Anything else?
Law Committee, I thought Tim Martin was supposed to be here tonight.